Welcome to Regal Sports. I'm your host, Marcus Etienne. Now let's get started and talk about sports. All right, guys, I have a special guest on the show with me. He's a cross country coach at Clarkston High School, and he and his team just won the state championship recently. And he is also a recipient of the Jerry Fraser Award. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you guys, Coach Etienne. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me over, Marcus Etienne.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do this interview. I really appreciate you being on my show. But
Anytime for my brother.
definitely, definitely. So let's get started and let's get started on this interview. So the first question is, so how does it feel to be a cross country champion?
Man, it feels great. It's a beautiful thing. I can honestly say, ever since I was in middle school playing organized sports, being an athlete to all the way being a coach, it's probably one of my highest moment. Period. It's not probably, but in the athletic world, it is the best achievement I've ever had. This is my first time ever being a state champion. I've had runner ups several times, come close to it, but never being a state champion. So it feels good.
Awesome, awesome. What are some of the perks you and your team have received since you guys won the state championship?
Blessings, blessings, blessings. I can say blessings from the community in the state of Georgia. The Atlanta area people have donated money to us to be able to help our school in many ways, to be able to help raise our state championship rings that we should be receiving in another month or so. Also, Mizuno Running Club, the company located here in the Atlanta area, also has donated some shoes to us, some gloves, some socks, some long sleeve shirts. Nothing but love and support has definitely been a blessing. Where like it's saying, it's just blessings, blessings, blessings.
All right. That's awesome to hear that. Uh, what are some of the team goals going forward from now?
Oh, some of our goals that we're going forward to right now that we're working on is to continue to build on a foundation that we've started 3 years ago. It's just very important, and we want to let people know this is not a fluke. Last year, when we got state runner up, people were like, okay, good job, Cinderella guys, they lucked out and everything. But what they don't realize is this started 3 years ago. So we've been consistent with what we do, and we want to continue to build to make sure that we do have a strong platform to stand on for the future.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I respect that. My next question is, what are some of your personal goals going forward from now?
Some of my goals that I have, personal goals, is to be able to make sure that I maintain being humble and also at the same time making sure I lead my student athletes in the right direction, which is in life to be a better person and build great character to be able to go to school and graduate from college and be a pillar in this community.
All right. So, what is about cross country that you love about it so much?
What I love about cross country so much is the bonding that goes on, not only with the athletes but the coaches, not only on our staff with Coach Hester or Coach Bernard, but outside of our team. There's a lot of coaches that have supported us on the college level, on the high school level, and just letting them see that hey, there's a lot of support going on. And football, this is not the only one that has it. I definitely love the camaraderie that I've gotten with the football teams that I've worked in the past, but cross country has a special feel to it, and it's good to be able to see. Like I believe one of the coaches told me, it's good that we get some good pub for a sport that's not that popular.
Definitely, definitely. Who are some of the college individuals that have taught to some of your team?
That you talking about as recruiting for college, or to talk some of the coaches that have talked to me
Some of
myself?
the coaches that taught to you and your team.
Well, I've had some coaches just here there that they seen us at some meets, and they're saying keep working. But I can say for me, talking to Coach Metters, that's at North Carolina, the head track and field coach for North Carolina Tar Heels, and also Ken Harden over at Florida State, the sprint coach, and Coach Bob Bremen. These guys that keep me on the right path. Anytime I have a question, I ask them, and also my good old friend Michael Snap over at Alabama State University.
All right, definitely, definitely. It's always good to have that encouragement. And what is your favorite part about coaching cross country?
My favorite part is about coaching cross country is that my team that I'm working with, whether it's the ladies, which is the first time in over 13 years that we have on our girls team, seeing them how they're strong and they're rigorous. They're ready to fight to be able to prove what they want. And it's not easy when sometimes when you got the coaches going at you, say do this, do that, but they keep on coming back and understand what they got to do. And on the boys' side, just being so hungry for life. Understanding when we're telling them what they're doing, they believe in the system that we're trying to put out there, and they believe that we are trying to make them be better people in the future.
That's good. That's good. So that brings to my next question. What is your least favorite part about being a cross country coach?
Oh man, the least favorite I would say is something that I battle with all the time is that I try to balance out my time as a husband, as a father, and at the same time as a profession in the teaching class and coaching realm. I every time at church they give a chance to be able to call us to the altar for prayer. That's one of the things I'm always asking about is for strength and guidance to be able to order my steps so I can spend time equally where I don't let my family down. At the same time, I don't let my student athletes down. I just want to make sure that I'm a better man, a better father, and a better coach, a better teacher. And I definitely know as a man in this day and age, we need more stronger brothers like yourself and myself.
All right. So why did you want to coach this team?
Well, I know first it came out to say, hey, I'm not coaching football anymore. I want to go ahead and concentrate on track and field. And I said, well, if I'm concentrating on track and field, I might as well get some of my track athletes to start conditioning on cross country. So with that going on and trying to build just conditioning to make them get better, never would I ever expected that Hussein, Mahosi, or Laso would have been so dedicated to the program before I got there. They had a vision of where they wanted to take it, that they were gonna build with me with the vision of making Clarkson High School a better place.
All right. What are some of the reasons why you love coaching your team?
Oh, some of the reasons I love coaching them is just because I can honestly say that, like I told Michelle Jones, the principal of Clarkson High School, that the reason I want to be at Clarkson High School is just because I feel like I can relate to these international students. Myself as being a Haitian American, I understand what it is being raised in America at the same time at home with a different culture, understanding that our parents have these values that we sometimes think are too strict or they don't understand how to fit into the American culture. But at the same time, it's for the best what they're doing. We just don't see it as young adults and understand that I could talk to these kids and let them know, hey, your parents are doing the right thing for you. And I can understand with you trying to adapt in American culture where you don't feel like you're alienated or we both are going through the struggle and I've been through it and I'm gonna try to help you get through it so you can even be better than myself, Coach Hester or Coach Bird
All
in the
right.
profession.
How's the chemistry and bond with the team like?
Oh man. Let me say, my daughters Nia and Nadia are my only kids that I have, and I only have daughters. I have no sons. I have two brothers, and me having this team amongst all my other teams have always been great. But I can say this team's a little bit special to me, and I think it's just because of international background. Um, they we relate to each other. I feel like we're friends. We're brothers and sisters, and at the same time, they never let me know about my age. So they sometimes look at me as a father figure. But it's definitely a great thing. With Coach Hester as being a big brother to me, and having Coach Bird as a little sister. We all work together, and we all take care of each other. When we're wrong, we straighten each other out, and we accept it with no problem.
Definitely, no, that's good right there. Which teams are one of the toughest competition for you guys?
One of the teams that's toughest competition for us. Ooh, I can say that there's a lot of teams out there. Any team that works hard and has a unity with them is hard to compete against anytime. And I believe that's the formula. As long as you have a team that's willing to work hard together and they believe in each other, they're always going to cause a problem.
All
But
right,
there's a lot of competition in the state of Georgia. There's a lot of them.
all right. Um, what what's the greatest strength that your team has?
Greatest strength is that us bonding together, us making sure that we support each other, making sure that we have each other's back, making sure that we're gonna help each other in the classroom, we're gonna help each other in the hallways, we're gonna help each other in filling out SAT or ACT um, applications together, or just helping us understand how to pace ourselves, helping us understand how to hydrate ourselves, and it's just working together as a family.
Well, that's good right there. So that brings me to my next question. What's the team's weakest point?
Weakest point I would say would be that still being new to this sport right here, still understanding the strategies that we try to put out there to them, and so and comprehending, I should say, is when we communicate with them of what we're trying to tell them, they may not understand so we may have to say it over and over, and it's just because of the language barrier. But the good thing about it is, as brothers and sisters, we those of you guys are a little bit more advanced in the language, the American language that is, we can help break it down to them to be able to help them understand that.
All right. What is your personal strengths as a cross country coach?
My personal strength, I would say, to be able, as a coach that's been around a lot of sports, um, taking the what I've learned from football, and that's coming from Ahmad Tinker, from that used to be the football coach at Kendrick High School. I remember he taught us how to be organized, taught us how to be able to teach the kids at the same time, not have too much of a hard hand on them when you're trying to build them up. Also, making sure that I understand that I too was at this point in my life when I was a student athlete, and understanding what I liked and what I didn't like, the way a coach treated me. So I would say that, and one of the strengths in the same time, being humble and be able to listen to my peers that are coaches.
All right. That brings to my next question is what is the most thing that you have struggled with being a cross country coach?
One of the things I've struggled with, time, time, just trying to make sure I balance the time out. You know, not to be too much involved where I get stuck and I'm away from my family.
All right. What was the toughest moment you and your team have experienced?
The toughest moment. Some people probably may not look at this serious, but we all like to eat as human beings. Going out to eat with the team has been challenging for us just because in America we love to eat. We love going out to eat. Whereas my international students that are coming from other countries, they eat at home every day. And I remember growing up as a young Haitian American, we ate at home every day. And I remember having an issue where I didn't know how to read the menu, well, I should say knew how to read the menu, but knowing what is on the menu. Where I see the kids also, when we go out to eat, they're wondering, okay, what is that? How does that taste? Is that good? And seeing the kids that are a little bit advanced, helping them out pick their meal because they need to eat no matter what, and it's important to know what you're gonna eat.
Definitely.
I know you know that.
Definitely, I know that. Who are the people and the supporters that you are thankful for that has helped you and your team's success?
Oh man, um, the people that's helped me, I would say Principal Michelle Jones, and just believing in me, saying that think I was the right person for the job. And at the same time, Coach Hester, Coach Bird, these coaches, honestly, I can honestly say that I didn't pick them. Um, they weren't given to me. These are people that we've just talked at school, at work, and about our visions and our goals. And we noticed that we had something similar, and we wanted to be able to work and help these kids have beautiful lives down the road. And these coaches have helped me in a tremendous way in bringing our vision together for these kids. At the same time, with Mahosi, Laso, and Hussein, aka the Godfather team, these guys, before I got there 3 years ago in 2012, how these guys understood that there was a commitment that they had and they wanted Clarkson High School to be on the map, and they knew they had to be dedicated and work hard at it, and it was not going to come easy. These guys are the people that really started the foundation.
All right. Who else are you thankful for your team's success?
Oh, my wife, just because she supported me. She didn't mind me coaching other sports, but with coming to cross country, had a little bit more time at home. She was definitely thankful for that, and she's given me nothing but support ever since college, and telling me that I should become a teacher, and I was doubting her, but she supported me and saying, yeah, you know I think you'd be right to be in the education, and my daughter's supporting me. They think it's very easy what we do. They don't understand the the hard work that we put in. They just see the final product and they're like, yes, that's what you guys do. That's what you're supposed to do. Of course, in this generation, it's all about instant gratification. We want it right now, and that's just that. But there goes a lot of hard work that goes into it. And my parents supporting me, my brothers, and I have to say, some um, you as a young brother and my other brother Nelson. And at the same time, the way my parents have supported me, my in-laws, and also my family members. 215 that are outside of my family, but they are family, and I can honestly say I've known them since middle school till this day, and we stick close together.
All right. Brings my next question. How are you guys preparing to win state again?
Wow. Well, we're just preparing right now with track and field. We're in track and field season right now, and we are working on continue to build a foundation, add to it, and helping each other believe and help other people in the school that could join this team to be able to help us because we believe there's more people at Clarkson High School that can aid us to be in better program, and hopefully they'll come out and they'll add to this hard work to be able to make it a better program, just like all the other ones in the state of Georgia. And so hopefully with track and field, we can use that speed momentum to carry on to cross country next fall, and we just year round, we just keep on working 365 days to make sure that we are who we want to be.
Definitely. All right. Brings me to my last question. Besides winning state, what are some of the fondest moments you and your team have shared together?
Man, uh, there's so many. There's so many, but one of them that sticks out to me is at Aubrey Gunderson Invitational, where we won. Um, we won the meet. Whereas the year before that, we got third place to Mill Creek High School and the people that wanted Flowery Branch. But knowing that Flowery Branch was a 5A state champion, Mill Creek was a 6A state champion, and us coming into that we did well at that. But fast forwarding to 2014 when we ran this year, when we won it, it felt great. And knowing that Siobhan Guthrie got a chance to be able to speak in front of 70 schools, and he spoke so well that the family of the Gunderson acknowledged that we were very well spoken, and that speaks loudly about Clarkson High School just because people may not know who we are, but we are teaching the right way. We're educating, making sure that we are better people. So they can just hear Siobhan speak. He spoke very well, and he was a great pillar of Clarkson High School that we're proud of. It's just growing together as a family and being better. That's what we love.
All right, bet. Well, thank you for this interview, and thank you again for taking the time in your busy day to do this interview. And I wish you the best of luck for your track season and your cross country season. And thanks for the interview again.
Definitely, I definitely want to appreciate you and supporting me as a brother, and I support you. I continue want to see you keep on doing great things because I know you are one of the brothers that's the future of this world. All right, and keep working hard, Marcus Etienne.
Oh, thank you, appreciate it.
My man.
And after the wackiest lead up to a Super Bowl ever, the New England Patriots are the NFL champions.
In NFL news, the New England Patriots are your 2015 Super Bowl champions. Wow, this was a great Super Bowl game that I saw, guys. Probably it's one of the best Super Bowl games I've seen in my whole entire life. Yeah, I'll say it's probably a good close second to the 2008 Super Bowl when the Patriots lost to the New York Giants. But this was a great thrilling game. The final score was 28 to 24. The New England Patriots held in there to get the Super Bowl victory. This was a very close game. The Super Bowl was decided in the last few moments in the game. This Super Bowl was definitely more entertaining than the previous Super Bowl when the Seahawks just killed the Broncos. In the fourth quarter, the Patriots were down 21 to 24, and Tom Brady and his Patriots went down the field and scored a touchdown, giving the Patriots the lead 28 to 24. And after that, the Seahawks got the ball back and marched down the field, and were trying to trying to put together a game-winning Super Bowl drive. The Seahawks started on New England's 49, and the first pass in this drive was an incomplete pass. Then on second and 10, Wilson passed it to Matthews, but unfortunately for them, it was an incomplete pass. Then on third and 10, Wilson passed a short one to Lockett, and now they're on New England's 38. And on first and 10, Wilson passes deep to Curse, and the pass was incomplete. So a lot of people thought, including me, but he actually caught it. When I was watching this game, I actually thought he actually missed the catch, and I was actually rooting for the Seahawks. And right when that happened, I was I was really disappointed that he missed the catch because it looked like he was going to catch it, but then again looked like he missed it. So my hopes were down a little bit. So was probably the Seahawk Nation was hopes were down. And then later I find out he actually caught. I was like, wait, what? It was kind of crazy, but this catch was such an amazing catch because at first it looked like he actually didn't catch it. But then like later during the play, he actually did catch it. It was such an amazing catch. So what actually happened was the ball was thrown in the air, then Butler and Curse actually had their hands on the football, and after that the ball bounces off Curse's legs, then bounces off his hands at least two times, and eventually he brought the ball towards his chest to make the complete pass. This is a play that a lot of people wanted to see. A funny thing that I saw when I actually looked at this play again and checked it out on YouTube, the workers who were working during the Super Bowl, their backs were faced to the game, and they actually turned their heads and took a peek and check out that play. That's a funny thing that I saw. Now the Seahawks are on New England's 5-yard line, threatening to score, and the Seahawks give the ball off to Lynch, and he gains 4 yards. And now the Seahawks are on New England's 1-yard line. Now it's second and one right now, and right now it's a huge, crucial play for both teams right now. So Wilson passes it. Yes, passes it. And unfortunately for the Seahawks and the Seahawk Nation, Butler intercepts their chances of winning a Super Bowl and intercepts the ball and pretty much sealing the deal for the New England Patriots. Now the New England Patriots have the ball, and it looked like to me that the Patriots were actually going to take the safety and hopefully let the clock run out and possibly maybe punt it back to the Seahawks. But Unfortunately for the Seahawks, they got offsides, and that helps New England Patriots because now they can just do a QB nil comfortably and not take the safety. So since this happened, looks like the New England Patriots were in a better situation to win the game, and some of the Seahawks players were kind of mad about that. Uh, Self-explanatory because they're about to lose a Super Bowl, so they were kind of mad about that and broke out to a fight the New England Patriots right there on the field. Eventually, the referees did a great valiant effort trying to break these guys up. And I'm not gonna lie, this one referee is pretty brave. How he actually broke up, try to break up one of these brawls that happened. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was there, I would probably just sit back and watch it, blow my whistle, like, hey guys, you guys should break it up because with with me, I'm not trying to break up a fight with like what these these big old linemen about to trying to punch each other in the face. Like I'm trying to protect myself also. But shout out to those refs who actually broke up the brawl out a little bit. So eventually the brawl ended, and now it was 1st and 10 for the New England Patriots. And now the only thing they need to do is just take the QB nil and seal the deal, which they did, and the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl 28-24. And you never know, they probably cheated maybe. They probably had some more deflated balls out there. But I'm just kidding. But the Patriots did their thing. They deserve to win the Super Bowl. And congratulations to the New England Patriots for winning the Super Bowl. Now, Tom Brady was the MVP. He won the Super Bowl MVP. But honestly, I believe the true MVP was Butler, who made the game winning interception. Because honestly, if that did not happen, the New England Patriots would have probably not won their Super Bowl, and the Seahawks would have probably won it. But shout out to the New England Patriots again for winning the Super Bowl. They did a great job. But now I have to wrap things up. It's about the end of my show. I want to thank everyone for listening to my show. Please listen to Regal Sports whenever you get a chance and check out the Regal Post page. Now you guys have a great one.